Yo quiero empezar con, bueno, preguntarle sobre cómo usted ha percibido la evolución de sus roles en el género del drama, del horror, en los filmes de Recovery y Liar, porque son algo que tú protagonizas y es algo muy destacado.
Okay, this is a really a great question from John. How do you see your evolution and let's see the development and roles that has to deal with drama and horror? Because of course the reckoning, of course the liar is the liar is great because you only not uh, start, but also you rolled it. So tell me more. And I had other question. Tell me more about that great chemistry with Neil Marshall. You appear in a lot of movies from him.
Yes, yes. So Neil is my business partner. We are a great collaborative team. Um, it's great because Neil comes at the point he looks at projects as a director, and I come to the projects as a writer actress. So it's a very good balance. It's a very nice collaborative uh you know collaborative team there. The first film that we did was The Reckoning, which was very challenging for me. I would say the most challenging role yet, because the emotional it is very emotional, as you know, and it was the first role that I had to really physically prepare for as well, because of the fighting, the horse riding. There was lots of things I had to prepare for, but then in the lair there was lots of other different elements I had to prepare for, such as learning how to fire a weapon. Never done that before. Lots of physical training, how to understand the mindset of a British fighter pilot. There's lots of stuff that I've never done before. So very different roles, but both very challenging, but in their own ways. The Reckoning, as I said, was very emotionally challenging. And then obviously the lair was more of a physical challenge, I would say.
Hay también sobre sobre el tema musical. Vamos a poder destacar ese tema con el cual está I Get the Feeling Again. Es muy buena. Este tema es sobre recomponerse a sí mismo, retornar, empezar nuevos sueños. Quisiera preguntarle cómo describe su experiencia musical y qué significado tiene esta canción, qué proyectos más siguen sobre la música.
Y no sé si decir lo que dijimos, que ella incluso luce como una cantante de metal, o sea que sabemos que interpreta pop, pero okay, this is a really great question and even a funny one, because yes, we want to ask you about your musical career. In fact, John loved the song I Get the Feeling Again, but we were talking yesterday because, and that's the question, do you want to keep exploring more about more aspects? Because we know that you play for music, but you even got the tone and the looks even of a really great heavy metal singer. I don't know. Yes, and we remember you for your movies. You got a very gothic look. Tell me more. Tell us more about your musical career.
Very interesting. So I in drama school, I one of my lessons was singing. So I remember my singing teacher saying to me once, Charlotte, never ever stop singing. Always sing. I love singing, but it's not my biggest passion, to be honest. My biggest passion is acting. If I were to do a role where it requires singing, like a musical or something like that, one day I would love to play Dusty Springfield. That's the first time I've said that in an interview, but I think I would love to play that role, and I love her songs as well. So if a role requires it, I will most definitely love to sing. But I don't know if I'm good enough, to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. I think I'm very confident in my ability as an actress, but as a singer, it's more for fun, to be honest, for me.
But you do it really well. And thank you. I will translate to John that that's the first time you say that answer in an interview, so we feel blessed. John nos acaba de dar una respuesta que nunca ha dicho en el montón de entrevistas, el rol que ella le gustaría interpretar en un musical.
Uh,
Wow,
Excelente.
gracias.
Eso es bastante increíble, bro. Yo creo que tú le debes hacer la pregunta de qué tantas veces querido hacer.
Yes, yes. Now is my turn. I got a question. John was talking about, yeah, your evolution in the drama and horror, but there is a genre that you really stand out, even from your beginnings, that is the action genre, since Helion. In fact, there are movies I really love about that kind of genre. I love Marauders. I love the Tekken one because I love that video game. But yeah, how do you what is your favorite role? And because you had, I think you did everything. You started small roles. Now you even start in big roles in action. We got the loot here to talk with kicking ass woman here in the channel. So please, it's now your turn.
You're right. I've explored many different genres. I think it's interesting. So what I like to watch, I think, is action. I like to watch myself in action movies because it's fun. I think when I watch myself in a dramatic role, that's very difficult for me because I'm very judgmental. So, you know, as an actress, for me to watch The Reckoning and it's very difficult for me. Even though I think I did well, it's still very difficult for me to watch. But in an action role, it's fun for me to watch. I think, wow, I did that. That's pretty cool. And for some reason, I see the character more. Um, the the genre that you haven't seen yet. So I have two films coming out, actually, two new films. Duchess, which is a gangster movie. Actually, my my inspiration for that movie was Scarface, Tony Montana, and your background looks very familiar with the palm tree. And then the other film that I have coming out this year is Compulsion, which is an erotic thriller. So two very different genres that I haven't yet, people haven't seen me in yet, which I'm very, very excited about.
And in fact, we got like a sacred trilogy, if we can say, because yes, the amazing action women that we have here are you, the beautiful Natalie Bourne, and Katrina Gray. And it's great. It's great because I won't say, sometimes that genre is, let's say, like male dominated, but no, you women are always doing your job, even since Cynthia Rothrock, now with the amazing Michelle Yeoh winning an Oscar, and we love it. We love that genre, and I will tell John that ask you more about these latest projects because they got us like hook. John, tienes que preguntarle por favor sobre los últimos proyectos. Ya los mencionó, por favor.
Bueno, muchos quieren preguntarte sobre Compulsion, que es bastante súper buena, que es bastante interesante. Es como una doble faceta, es como un doble cara, ¿no? Como lo que hacía los grandes
Y es
actores.
un thriller erótico. Y es un thriller erótico.
Y Dutchess es bastante bueno. Yeah.
Okay, you listen about yes, those two projects. Tell us more. And in fact, I wanna mention something. I know that you can correct me if I'm wrong. Both are directed. No, the Duchess is directed by Neil, no, and it's great because the fans from Neil are saying that they wanna see like the real Neil. The real Neil is the one that did the reckoning because you know how bad were the people. I love the Hellboy that he did, but you know how were the people with that Hellboy, and people are no, we want the old fashioned Neil, and he's for me is a director that always surprised me because he has done many genres. So what we can expect from the Duchess and from that project.
The interesting thing about the Duchess is something you've never seen Neil do before. It's very Guy Ritchie, Martin Scorsese, it's very pure gangster movie. But it has the Neil Marshall stamp on it with blood, violence, and action. Yeah, all the fun stuff. And for me as well, as an actress, I've never done a gangster movie before, and it's very Martin Scorsese vibe with the voiceover, the speaking, narrating the movie, and then the erotic thriller Compulsion. That's it's still very violent. There's still murder in there, but it's very sexy. which again, I don't think Neil's done before. I don't think I've done that before, to be honest, either. So it's going to be, and my character in Compulsion, I play the antagonist. I play the baddie, which I've never done before really in my films with Neil. I'm always the good person, but with this was a fun run. This was a fun role. Playing Diana was very fun because it was kind of I was the antagonist, but the story follows two girls on an island in Malta, and you don't know which one the murderer is. Is it her? Is it her? But they fall in love, or don't they fall in love? It's all very interesting. So it's I'm really excited about that one as well. Very, very excited.
You play the good, but the kind of woman that I don't want to mess with that girl because she can kick my ass. She can no, but we really want to see that role. En conclusion, Jhon, ¿tienes más preguntas? Okay, I was talking to Jhon because I know he got a really cool question about a movie, but this is not more a question. This is like a more congratulations or a kudos. If you want to talk about Vermont Sea Tales, Fate of the Roman Empire, go ahead because he really loved the people involved, the director, the actors. So if you can tell something, tell us.
It was very interesting. So that's one of the first movies I've done in quite some time where it's not my movie. It's not Neil's movie. It's a different movie, you know, which is nice. It's a different production. I worked with John Hannah, absolutely phenomenal actor, very generous, very caring, and very funny. It was very, very, very fun shooting that movie. It's also a British gangster movie. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that comes along. And that should be out at the end of this year as well. So I was just an actor on that. I came in, I wasn't a writer, I wasn't a producer. I just came in, did my work and then leave, which was very nice. Just to go in and do my role as an actor. But yeah, Jhon is amazing. That's the takeaway on that one.
And Jhon wanted to know about Jhon because he really loves the work that he does.
Phenomenal actor, phenomenal. And a very nice person as well.
I think I don't need to translate. Jhon, creo que viste, no necesito traducir.
Sí, eso bastante entendible. Ahora sí te pregunto sobre The Deads. Es una producción bastante independiente, pero muy buena. De hecho, se manejó el tema de la tensión, suspense, todo lo psicológico. Quisiera preguntarle si le gustaría poder moverse más con libertad a estos filmes independientes y más su experiencia ahí en esa historia que fue muy buena.
Okay, as a last question, you had worked in a lot of films that we can tell are indie films, indie dramas, and many genres. One in particular, and a great one, is The Depths. I want to tell you something. I was watching like a loop of your movies, but I cannot finish it. But you appear in a lot, and we can say indie movies. What do you love about the indie? Do you want to continue exploring with, independent directors? And tell us more about The Depths.
The great thing about independent movies is it gives you the freedom as an actress, as a director, as a producer. It gives you the freedom to creatively explore storytelling. I think if you're doing a big studio movie, which I've done, like Ocean's 8 and stuff like that, it's great, but you have the studio telling you what to do. It's very difficult for you to be able to explore and to take risks. As an independent, you can do that. The Depths was one of my first kind of leading roles, and I think it was the first time director. He was very, very, very nice, Jameson. And for me, I was still developing there as an actress. I look back on it now and go, oh gosh, I could have played it so much better today. But it's all of my films I'm proud of. I always find something that I love about them and try and learn from them. And it's a beautiful thing.
And Jhon is asking me a favor because we got time, and a fan of your work. The name is Andres Mosquera. He's a filmmaker from Bogota, here in Colombia. He got a question that I did, but I will add something. He said, how was working with Dean Marshall? You tell us. But how was sharing a screen and set with Colm Meaney?
Oh my gosh, he was amazing. So I was so scared to work with him because he's such a big actor and he's so brilliant. And it was, filming Duchess. It was like the last day of filming. And I said hello to him briefly. We didn't have a chance to really speak or rehearse. And it's a really, really emotional scene. And he plays my dad. And he comes in and he's in prison. He comes in and he sits down. And I was so scared. But again, so professional, so powerful. But he's, when you work with an actor that's so good, it makes you good. It makes you better because you have to elevate your game, right? You have to be just as strong as they are. And I put all of my fear that I had that day into the character, and it worked beautifully. It's probably one of my most favorite scenes in the movie. Maybe one of the best scenes I've ever done. So when you watch Duchess, check that scene out. It's very powerful.
No spoiler. Let's
No
watch
spoiler.
the Dutch.
Exactly.
No spoiler.
Or anything else. So.
Jhon,
Un fuerte aplauso.
increíble. Bravo, increíble. Wow.
Charlo. No, este es tu espacio para que digas tus redes sociales, un saludo para Colombia y al final un saludo para el canal.
Charlotte, the camera is yours. Tell your social media so people can follow you. Invite again people to stay tuned with your projects. And send a big hi to this channel. You can say Jhon's channel. You can say the name of the channel, Jhon, escríbelo. But go ahead. The camera is yours.
Okay, so yes, Charlotte Kirk. My social media is Charlotte Kirk Official. I'm on Facebook as well, Charlotte Kirk Official. And thank you so much for having me. I'm super, thrilled to be here. And hello, Colombia.
Jhon, ¿en dónde la quieres ver? ¿En qué papel? Acá.
No, de villana.
Acción de mafiosos. Villana. A villain here in
Villain.
Colombia, maybe.
Well,
Villain.
I love TV show Narcos. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. My favorite TV shows, to be honest.
We got the amazing Carl Lasso. He's one of the actors of Narcos here. Yes.
Phenomenal. Every actor in that show is amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's brilliant.
Ooh.
I will ask the favor, Jhon, to share that to Carl Lasso. Jhon, compártele eso a Carl Lasso. Dice
Eso,
que todos los
va de
actores
una.
de Narcos.
No, increíble, Charlo. Thank you so much. Thank you for your
Fine.
Kiski.
Yes, thanks to the manager too, because as you may know, we were rooting for this interview a long time, and finally you are here.
Of course. Thank you so much, and we'll definitely speak again soon. We'll speak again lots to talk about movies.
Thank you so much. God bless you. God will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jhon,
Bye bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
bye.